Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
From 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenneth Murray. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And right side, Henry's got it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run with Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Eric Henry, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill going for it all. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Montgomery. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now running for it. Here's Cook. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Derrick Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Henry on the carry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The tackle made by Kevin Byers.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down carry for Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Right. He's checking
From the 16, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Scott on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard
line. Able to convert with a gain of 4.
On the play. 1st down, Chicago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Buying time to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 3-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
20-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once,
he's got daylight past the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Made by Kevin Byard. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
they run. Cook.
7-yard line.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. That fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Derrick Henry all alone. It's a big run that time by Henry. 47 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Titans 28. Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Cook on the carry.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At their 48,
now a run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
They'll take over 1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Chip left. Here we go, D. again.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 7.
Again, it's Cook.
At the 25-yard line.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chicago.
On first down, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you